Hi, everybody. I know it's been a minute since I've been on. Of course, I'm Leah Brown, and I just wanted to come on and actually talk about something that I think. Hold on, just a second. I dropped something. There we go. That I think is near and dear to all of us. And well, I shouldn't say that. That's not the right word. Um, Let me think. I really came on here to talk about the passing of singer actress Mary Wilson of the Supremes. Excuse me. So, as all of you know, she passed today. She was in her, I believe she was 76. I think, or I think she was in her 60s. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the her age. But that doesn't really matter. But I actually came on here because I wanted to talk about what we can learn from not only her life and her legacy, but I think just um, the importance of cherishing our friends. And the reason I say that is because if you go on social media and you look at, and I understand that maybe for her, I mean, I can't speak for Ms. Ross, but if you look at her Twitter and even her Facebook, it's very, for me, it comes across as very cold. It comes across as very, what's the word? Um, Not informal, but just very like, I'm going to phone this in. And I know that a lot of celebrities have publicists and things like that. So I'm pretty sure she probably has a PR team that wrote what she wrote. But I don't know what it just really, for me, it really made me understand that I understand that life happens. I understand that people grow apart, friends grow apart, especially childhood friends. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it's rare that the friend you made when you were in high school or elementary school that you're still friends with. That's a rarity. Not saying that it doesn't happen because it does, but it's actually super. It can be super rare because things change, people change, times change, life gets in the way, and we all know that Mary and Diana. I won't say they didn't get along, but I think they just were two, or yeah, they were two just very different tempered women. And the other thing that I think we can take from Mary Wilson was she fought for what she believed in. She said what she felt. She didn't mince her words when it came to how she felt about not only Diana and Berry Gordy, but Florence Ballard. If anything, she kept the memory of Florence alive. She was like, listen, you know, it wasn't just that Florence was this and she was an alcoholic and it was no, she was abused. She was sexually assaulted and it changed her. And back in that time period, we didn't have counseling and the resources that we do now, which is true. And the one thing I will always commend Mary Wilson for was that she stood up for that. And even despite she and Diana's at times rifts, she always had love for her. Even back, I think it was either 2017 or 2019, she was on the Bevy Smith show, and she was like, "I really would love to." They had a clip of it on YouTube, and she was like, "I really would love to see Diana. I really would love to, just talk with her, and I really want us to be friends again." And I think maybe the reason why she was really wanting her friendship was because she was like, "Girl, listen, we're all getting older." And maybe she knew that something was wrong, but she didn't tell the public, and she wanted to share things with her that, nobody else would know. And I also think despite their situations at times, she really loved her. She really was like, no, that was my girlfriend. Like, we grew up together. We came up in the same housing project. Like, we started the group. Like, if it wasn't for Diane, or as she called her, there would be no Supremes. There would be no Diane. There would be no Diana Ross without her and Florence Ballard and now Mary Wilson. So, it just really made me understand that friendship is a precious thing. And though granted, like I was saying and like I've said, we grow apart and things happen in friendships. Uh, I think you should always acknowledge the friends that you have, even the friends in the past. And like I'll give you a good example. And I still consider him. I don't consider him my best friend, but I do consider him a friend because if it wasn't for this particular person, I won't mention his name, but if it wasn't for this particular person, the things that I'm doing now, I wouldn't do because he was the one that really encouraged me to step into what I do and really own it and hone it. He and his family. So though he and I are not best friends, we're not BFFs, we don't talk every day. I still consider him a friend. Like if I saw him today, I would probably hug him and kiss him and be like, "Oh my God, so good to see you." So I don't believe you ever. I'm not saying that you don't outgrow people, you do, but I don't believe that you should just let. I don't know, just let things just be so nonchalant about it. And to me, Miss Ross's response is very nonchalant. It's very like I said, just phoning it in. I don't think that that's fair. I think that the one thing about Mary Wilson that we can all take away from was that she was a fighter. She fought for her place as a founding member of the Supreme. She fought for her legacy. Now, granted, now I'm gonna say this: I don't do I agree with everything she did? No, but if you go back, because lately, and it's funny because as of late, I've actually been on a big Supremes kick. And before she made her transition, I was watching a lot of her interviews. And in many of her interviews, she really didn't talk down Diana Ross. She just told her truth. She just told what she experienced. She just told what she knew. And I think oftentimes when you tell your truth, a lot of people will accuse you of, oh my God, you're lying, or that didn't really happen, or whatever. But it's like that old saying, there's the truth, your truth, their truth, and in the truth lies somewhere in the middle. So I think she just told her perception of what she thought was going on. And in that, she even if you look back at the Return to Love tour that happened in 2000 and I think one, uh, and Brian Gumble, she was on the Today Show, and Brian Gumble asked her point blank. He was like, "Are you envious? Do you not like Diana Ross?" And she was like, "No, I'm not envious of her at all. I'm just not going to take any bullshit from her because she is quote unquote Diana Ross. I'm not going to take any crap. I'm not going to kiss her ass to get along with her. I know her. I've known her for years, and I can understand that because if that's my friend, if we've been friends and we not only were friends, we started in a singing group together, we toured the world together, we lost a girlfriend together. I'm not going to take any BS from you and your people, your handlers. Like, okay, I get that you have a certain, way of doing things. That's fine. But as she said in her interviews about that time, she was like, listen, I don't mind doing the tour with her. I don't mind it at all. However, I don't think that what she was giving me and Cindy Birdsong was fair. She was like, no, I'm a founding member of the group. Like, that's not fair. Like, and I understood that. And I guess now, as I'm getting older and as life is teaching me a few things and I'm teaching life a few things, I'm really understanding that, you know, you can't take everything lying down. Just like sometimes you can't go along to get along. Sometimes you have to be able to say, not only no, but fuck no. And I think in that case, she did that. And that was one thing that, that's one of many things that we could learn from her legacy, that she fought for what she believed in. She told her truth. She did not mince her words. And she wasn't really unkind. She was just honest. Um, Now, granted, I've never read her books. I've never read Dream Girl or Supreme Faith. I've heard they're very good. And I think also too, at that time when she wrote her two books, I think she was angry. And I can understand that. I think if you are in a situation where you feel as if you're being pushed to the side and we're making room for a woman, not saying that she doesn't have talent, but for like we're making it more about like Diana became the focus basically. So I can kind of understand the anger in that, but I also, I think too that with Miss Wilson, I think she really, I don't think she was as angry as the media portrayed her to be. I think the media made her out to be the bitchy, mean, shady person. But really, she was like, no, I'm not, I don't have any beef with Diana. Diana and I are good. I just, if anything, I actually want she and I to be friends. We don't have to work together, but I miss her. I miss Diane. I miss the Diane Ernestine Ross that I knew in Detroit when we were 13 and 14. And I miss her. I miss my girlfriend. I miss my friend, you know. So, and like I said, one of the main things that we can take from Mary Wilson is cherishing your friends, because I will give her that. She cherished her friends up until the day she left this world, up until today. She really cherished Diana Ross. She really cherished Flo, Florence Dallas. She really, because I don't want to call her Flo, I didn't know her like that, but she really cherished them and was like, no, I speak well of them. I don't have anything against any of them. Like I said before, she wanted to keep the legacy of Florence, excuse me, of Florence alive. She always spoke well of Diana, excuse me. I'm talking like I know these people. But you know what I mean? She really cherished them despite the issues. And to me, that's what a real friend is. Like, despite life getting in the way, despite uh, things happening, things said that you didn't mean, I think that if you have a good friend and say they reach out to you, reach back out to them. You know what I mean? Like, you may not, granted, you're going to never go back to where you were, as friends. But there's nothing wrong with you saying hello. There's nothing wrong with you saying, listen, hey, boo, how you doing? Checking in on them. You know what I mean? Like, even and granted, as impersonal as it may be, even when you do the Facebook birthday things or like the things on social media, that's still something because you're still acknowledging that they exist. And that's a good thing. So I think there was a lot to take from her. She was a trailblazer. She was glamorous. She took pride in how she looked. Because, baby, she was always together. Mary Wilson didn't play by her body, okay, or her wigs. Her wigs were on point. Whoever was her stylist with her wigs and stuff, they did a damn good job because her wigs were together, baby, okay? Um, she always looked good. She was always vibrant, even as she got older. She never really, fed into, well, I'm old, I have to let things go. And that's another thing I think we can take from her too, was her vitality, her zest for life. She was glamorous, but she was also down to earth. She was earthy, she was real, So there's a lot that we can take from her. I just hope that her transition was easy. I hope that it was, I don't want to say swift, but you know what I mean? Like, I hope that she was not in pain. And I really, you know, wish her the best. And I hope that she is resting and that she and Flo are having a good kiki, honey. And they laughing and talking and singing, and reuniting with one another. I really do hope that. And then as far as Miss Ross, I hope that she allows herself time to grieve. I hope that she realizes that she not only lost a sister in song, she lost a friend. And, look back on that and look back on the good memories. And my main thing, and I even said it on social media, that the one thing I hope that they did before Miss Wilson passed is I hope they made peace. I really do. I hope they made peace with one another. So my things to take from this situation is cherish your friends, say what you feel, live your truth, speak your truth, stand up for what you believe in, and live your life with vitality, vigor, and glamour. Until next time, my darlings, it's me, Leo Brown, and I will see you soon. Have a great evening. Bye bye.